Looking back on the week that was and forward to the week ahead. It's the Fantasy Football Hustle. Here are your hosts, Brian Drake and Dwain McFarland.
Hey everybody, welcome in. It's Brian Drake from the Fantasy Football Hustle. This is your Week 6 waivers in 5 minutes. Now be sure to like this video and click subscribe here on the YouTube page. We'll be live Tuesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern time, covering all 32 teams with Dwain McFarland of Pro Football Focus and Establish the Run. So you'll definitely want to tune in for that. That's the big show. That's where we go in depth on every single team. It's pretty incredible. Nobody else goes as deep as we do. So it's Week 6. 4 teams are on bye: Chargers, Raiders, Seahawks, Saints. God knows what else is going to happen to folks. It's 2020. Let's just roll with it. All right, let's start off here at the quarterback position. Andy Dalton is my top ad. After Dak left, it became the Dalton show. The former Pro Bowler isn't your typical backup, though. He's got elite weapons, and he should push for top 12 status every week. Bit aggressively on the red rifle. Even if you don't need a QB, it's 2020. You got to have a solid backup. And why let a top 12 option fall to somebody else in your league? Second on the list, Justin Herbert. If you watched Monday Night Football, you saw this kid is legit. I don't care about wins. He throws touchdowns. Another 4 on Monday night. That's 7 in the past 2 weeks. He's on bye next week, so take note. Maybe you can stash him. Big Ben, he was my top ad last week, came through with 3 touchdowns. He has 10 through 4 games, plays Cleveland this coming week, who just lost cornerback Greedy Williams. Ryan Fitzpatrick, hey, Tua is going to take this job eventually. We know that, but until then, it's Fitz magic time, baby, and he's rolling. 350-3 on Sunday, gets the lowly Jets next week. So it should be another good one for the bearded one. Let's move over to running back now. If Chase Edmunds is out there, he's owned in 64% of Yahoo leagues. Priority ad. Go get him. Just want to throw that out there. Alexander Mattison, filling in for Dalvin Cook, who looked to injure his groin. We don't really know the severity, but Madison rushed 20 times for 112 yards. It's incredible. He plays Atlanta this week and then goes on bye. Wouldn't shock me if they rested Cook this week to get him a couple of weeks off. So Madison, if he's on the waiver wire, you're going to want to add him. Should be an RB1 this week. Justin Jackson looked vastly superior to Joshua Kelly on Monday night. He's a dual threat back and worthy of a stash, although he's on bye in week 6. Damien Harris, a player coming off of bye, is owned in only 54% of Yahoo leagues. He looked phenomenal for the Patriots last week when they played. Cam Newton may come back, so he's going to steal a little rushing upside, but Harris looks too good to leave on your waiver wires. Let's move it over to wide receiver. Boy, it was a big week for the wideouts. How about Chase Claypool, the kid out of Notre Dame, ate up the Eagles secondary with 3 receiving and 1 rushing score after Deontay Johnson left the game. Now, this won't repeat every week, let's be honest. But anybody who's that involved and can score 4 touchdowns is damn sure worthy of a fantasy football waiver ad. How about our boy T. Higgins? We've been pumping him up big time on the hustle. AJ Green just plain and simple doesn't want to be in Cincinnati. You can see him on the sidelines. Looks like he's saying, trade me. There's interceptions thrown. He doesn't want to tackle anybody. Bad teammate. Get him out of town. T. Higgins has all the makings of a future stud X receiver. Get him on your roster. Laviska Shenault, another rookie, caught 5 or more balls in each of the last 3 games, and he's getting some rushing attempts. DJ Chark injured his ankle again, so Shenault could be in for an even more massive role. Travis Fogum, gotta love it, for my Philadelphia Eagles. Picking him up off the scrap heap, putting him into the lineup, and he catches 10 balls for 152 and a score. He definitely has a rapport with Carson Wentz, and this definitely won't ever happen again. But the Eagles are going to get healthy soon. Is that going to be next week? Probably not. Until then, Fogum is the man, and he has earned a spot in this lineup playing X, where Alshon Jeffrey can't seem to come back and play. Mecole Hardman. Here might be a sneaky one. Now, Sammy Watkins is injured. He's going to be out a few weeks, so Hardman's going to slide into a starting role in Kansas City. Anybody with a meaningful role on that Chiefs offense is somebody that we want in our lineups. Robert Tonyan, if you need a tight end, he was on waivers by last week, If he's still out there, get him on your roster. Aaron Rodgers loves looking to him in the red zone, and tight end is a wasteland. We know that. Eric Ebron, speaking of wasteland, was second on the Steelers in targets on Sunday. If you need somebody, anybody, you want a guy in a good offense, and he sure is, and he fits the bill for us there. That is going to do it for us here at the Fantasy Football Hustle Waivers in 5. I am Brian Drake, and remember, folks, you're going to want to tune in every Tuesday as Dwain McFarland and I go around the NFL, hitting on all 32 teams and getting you ready for another fantasy football week. Make sure you hit like and subscribe and follow the show on Twitter at FF Hustle. I am at Drake Fantasy. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you, and never get out hustled.